Okay guys, so let's go to our third problem. So our function now is the integral of x raised to the third power square root of 1 plus 4x squared dx. So mapansin natin, we have a variable x that is raised to an integer or whole number. And nakamultiply sa square root of 1 plus 4x squared. So yung 1 plus 4x squared, which is a higher order function, is nasa loob siya ng irrational expression or fraction or integrand, which is square root of yung square root natin. In this case, so it falls under algebraic substitution rule number 3. So where yung x mo o yung variable x, yun yung exponent mo, yung m, di ba? Which is m is equals to 3. Ito yun, di ba? Then yung yung x mo, exponent naman ito sa which is 2, which is yung n natin. Okay. So yun. So let's check kung if you're going to use this formula, m plus 1 over n, dapat integer pa rin yan. Or whole number. So let's try. 3 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 3 plus 1 is 4 divided by 2, 2. So integer siya. So it means we can do the substitution using rule number 3. So ang substitution natin dyan is z is equals to the square root of, kung ano nasa loob nyo, 1 plus 4x squared. And if we take the square of both sides, so z squared is equals to 1 plus 4x squared. So ibig sabihin pala guys, so we can replace this one by z. Okay? Then what's next? So problem natin yung x dito. So how can we get rid? So para mapalitan natin ang z. So using this, so parang yung problem number 2 natin. So we can in terms this or this expression or substitution in terms of x. So transpose natin yung 1. So z squared minus 1 is equals to 4x squared. And if we divide both sides by 4, so cancel. So magiging x squared. So z squared minus 1 over 4. And if we take the square of both sides, so x is equals to the square root of z squared minus 1 over square root of 4, 2. So yun na. So it means pala itong x na to, papalitan natin ito, and this one by z. Sir, how about the dx? So how can we get the dz or yung equivalent substitution? So ito, integrate naman natin. So what is the integral? So differential or derivative of x, which is dx. So i-derive natin to. So integral of differential of x dx. Then ito constant, so 1/2. So using power formula, so times, so 1/2 z squared minus 1, then 1/2 minus 1 negative 1/2 times, so chain rule, derivative of z squared minus 1, 2z, and derivative of z is dz. Then cancel out na yung 2. So multiply, so magiging dx is equals to, so para maging positive to, ibababa nyo lang. So dz over 2 square root of x squared minus 1. So yun na. So it means itong dx na to, papalitan natin ito. You can replace this by this one. Ito. Then yung x, papalitan natin ito. Then yung buong expression ito ng z. So yun na. We can make down a substitution. So integral of, so yung x, papalitan natin ito. So lagay natin ng parenthesis. So ayun. Square root of z squared minus 1 over 2 cube. Ayun, so yun yung x na yun. Then eto, papalitan natin ng z, multiply by z, multiply by itong dx, papalitan natin ito, multiply by dz over 2 square root of z na to, z should be z, sorry, z to z. Ayan. Z squared minus 1. So yun na. So i-cube natin to. So, magiging square root of z squared minus 1 raised to third power over 2 raised to third power, 8 na yan. And then, multiply nyo ng z. Multiply by dz over 2 square root of z squared minus 1. Sorry guys, pakisulat ko na yun. Then, pwedeng gawin natin na i-factor out natin yung constant na 1/8 tsaka 1/2. So, pag nag-multiply yun, so 1 over 16 na. Tama. So, integral of course, ito, since parehas, di ba? So, magpa-cancel out sa dito. So, 2 na lang. And of course, square root. So, pag in-square mo, maka-cancel na yung square root. So, magiging z squared minus 1 na lang. Okay. Quantity multiply by z dz. Naintindihan nyo guys? So, na z squared pa pala. Wala yung z na. Diba? Kulang. Wait na guys. Ayun. Kulang tayo ng z dito. Ayan, sorry. So, may z pa tayo dito. Forgot. So, this should be z pa to. So, should be z squared. So, dito kasi, 2z. Ayan, so, nawala yung z. So, may z pa kasi dun. Okay. Okay, so, yan na. So, clear now. So, dito, tinasil natin yung isa since parehas yung expression. So, yung base na square root of z squared minus 1 square root. So, cancel out. So, 2 na lang. And of course, pag ni-raise mo sa square yung square root, maka-cancel yung square root. So, z squared minus 1 na lang. Then, z times z. So, z squared dz. So, of course, ito, 1/8 times 1/2, 1 over 16. Then, factorable na yan, di ba? So, we just have to distribute na lang yung integral sign tsaka yung z squared dz. So, magiging 1 over 16. So, i-distribute natin integral sign. So, integral of z squared times z squared. So, z to the 4th dz minus integral of z squared dz. Then, power formula na lang yan. So, simply becomes 1 over 16. So, z to the 5th over 5 minus z cubed over 3 plus c. And to get the final answer, yung z na tinanggal natin, ibabalik natin. Which is, ano yung z na yun? Ito yun. So, balik natin dun. So, the answer is 1 over 16. So, square root of 1 plus 4x squared raised to the 5th power over 5 minus square root of 1 plus 4x squared raised to the 3rd power over 3 plus c. At yun yung ating final answer. So, sorry dito guys. Kanina, I forgot to include the z. So, yan. So, may z ka pa si doon. Okay. So, yan. So, it should be z dz over 2. Square root of z squared minus 1. So, yan. Kinorek ko na lang guys. Ayan. Okay. So, dito guys. So, very important na mapalitan mo talaga yung function of x ng equivalent value of z. Then, pag nakagawa nyo na yun, so, magka-cancel out naman yan. So, tulad nito. Diba? So, yung ni-raise natin, distribute natin yung cube. So, ayan. So, naging quantity square root of z squared minus 1 raised to 3rd power over 2 raised to the 3rd power 8. Eh, since parehas, so magka-cancel out yung isa. So, 2 na lang and square root raised to square. Cancel out yung square root. Mawala. So, z squared minus 1. Z times z, dz na. Or z squared. Then, yung constant na 1 over 16. So, 1/2 times 1/8. Nilabas natin. Yun. Distribute the integral sign saka yung dz. Then, yung constant sa labas lang. Yan, yun lang yan. Then, power formula na lang yan. Then, to end our answer, so minus guys, minus yan. To end our answer, so we substitute back yung z natin, which is square root of 1 plus 4x squared. So, yan. Ilagay ulit natin sa loob. Then, this concludes our final answer. Yan. So, ayusin natin. Sulat natin ng maayos. Pangit eh. I-rate natin. So, yan. Maganda. So, i-rate ko lang guys. over 5 minus quantity square root of 1 plus 4x squared cube over 3 plus c. Ayan. So, nirate ko lang. Okay. Pagkakasagot ko kanina. Ayan. Okay guys, so yan. So, on our next video, so, to solve naman natin. So, we're going to algebraic substitution rule number 4. Okay guys, so thank you guys for watching.